The end of day 45. Today was pretty relaxed. Well, I don't know. I guess not super relaxed, but we had OMM in the morning. The new dean. We have a new dean of the OMM department. He gave our lecture. It was on lower extremity and treatments for lower extremity problems in the hips, knees, ankles, and then myofascial release, muscle energy, things like that. And then we had a quiz at the end. Quiz was okay. I mean, I did all right on it, but I don't think because the quiz was supposed to be on what he taught, and I don't think he taught the information the way that they asked the questions. They asked a lot of second and third order questions, and I don't think that the information was taught well enough for us to really answer those questions effectively. However, nonetheless, I still did fine, but just kind of annoying the way they do things. Then after that, we had a couple of lectures. We have this one professor who teaches our histology. He's hilarious. He's got an accent, sounds like Joe Pesci, and he's just really good at teaching and making things really easy to understand. He teaches all of our histology lectures, or he has up to this point, and he will through this unit. His class is one of my favorite classes to actually sit and listen and lecture. We had him the second hour of our lecture that we had for our musculoskeletal, and the first hour was clinical problems of the lower extremity, sprained ankles, torn ligaments in the knee, hip problems, hip dislocations, femur fractures, tibiofibular fractures, just that kind of a thing. Actually, stuff that I'm remotely interested in because of just injuries I've had, things like that. Just kind of enjoyable. And then we had OMM lab. Today was just relatively easy. It was pretty much just stretches you've done if you've ever played sports and had to deal with a trainer, had tight hip flexors, or calf, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much all that stuff is pretty much what we did, just using muscle energy instead of stretching, which equates to almost the same thing. Then the last half we had Clin Med. We had a new Clin Med professor for our small group. It was an older lady today. She was hilarious. And we had a patient come in, and we did kind of a mock physical because we have a physical exam that we have to do here in a couple weeks. So doing that, just kind of getting a feel for how to verbalize and say what you're doing during the OSCE is nice. And then we learned how to do a SOAP notes for taking notes when we see patients. But that was the end of the day. And then everybody went and grabbed a burger at Dutch's because it was half-price burgers, and then just came home and studied for a few minutes. And then I watched some TV tonight, which was actually kind of interesting because I haven't done that in quite a while. Had a little bit of downtime, which was enjoyable. And now I'm going to go to bed tonight, hopefully before midnight. It's about 11:45, so hopefully I can get in bed here soon and get some good sleep tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.